There goes your self esteem. There goes your peace of mind. There goes your confidence. There goes your ability to see what the real problems in the world are. They say it's not how much you weigh, but what you contribute to society. But then you look in the mirror and know that no one could ever accept you if you looked like that. But why do we build up these images of perfection in our heads? Where did we acquire them? Now that we have them, what are we going to do with them? More importantly, what are they going to do to us? Our topic is the effects of media image on society. So, what is media image? Media image is how the media, this includes social media, books, toys, and much more, depicts image, specifically body image. Body image can be defined by a person's perception of their physical self and the thoughts and feelings that are consequential of that perception. This remains a very relevant problem to our lives because at this age in society, losing touch with reality when faced with the influence of a media wouldn't be unheard of. After all, the whole world is at our fingertips with today's technology. We can see anything and everything, and it holds the power to influence us for both good and bad. When young people see pictures of models or celebrities, it can severely impact our self confidence. When people are constantly viewing negative messages to certain body types, insecurity begins to develop, grow, and spread throughout our community. It affects all of us and can lead to serious danger. It is vital that we are all aware of the effects of the media on our body image. The media distorts people's perceptions of their bodies, which can eventually lead people to dieting, eating disorders, a negative approach to life, anxiety, and depression. A negative body image can swallow up your entire life. It brings up lack of self esteem, lack of motivation, and eventually lack of success. Negative body image begins with little children focusing on all the wrong things. According to a study by the National Heart, Lung, and Blood Institute, a massive 40% of girls aged 9 and 10 years old have tried to lose weight. Because we all know that a thin body is way more important than finding a cure to cancer, an actual sickness. As a result of this, when children grow to become adolescents and young adults, the effects of their negative approach to their physical self begin to materialize in other parts of life. An example of this is in academic achievement. Though it is not a direct cause and effect, it is proven that the more defeatist a person's attitude is to oneself, the less they apply themselves, because they feel that their body has failed them, and so they cannot succeed in other areas of life. Consequently, this desire to achieve perfection enlarges. By the time girls reach adolescent and young adult stage, millions actively suffer from eating disorders, depression, and anxiety. As body image continues to destroy a person, it moves past taking away from other aspects of life and begins threatening the happiness and health of a person. When someone is constantly fretting about how they look and whether anyone is judging them, they begin to develop anxiety about their physical selves. This swallows one's ability to think rationally about actions they should take to fix their problem. People do not want to seek help to prevent or stop unhealthy habits because they have developed a sense of imprisonment in their body. Accordingly, this sense of imprisonment leads to a severe form of sadness, depression. Depression, an underground jail cell with no windows and no visitors. Just you and an ocean of fear, hopelessness, and self-hatred. Depression can often lead to extremely dangerous thoughts that eventually morph into extremely dangerous actions, such as suicide, the 10th leading cause of death. Anxiety, depression, and lack of self-esteem and motivation are all effects of a negative body image. But is there a medical condition in which you are actively trying to alter your body? Eating disorders are a major consequence of a negative body image and are not exclusive to people above our age. The most common eating disorder is anorexia nervosa. Anorexia is caused by these three factors: restricted energy intake, which is when someone doesn't eat nearly enough, which may cause body weight to reduce largely in a short period of time, a fear of gaining weight, and finally, a disturbed body image, which is when someone views themselves as overweight, even though they are dangerously underweight, and also involves obsessive attention to your body and extremely low self-worth. Body weight fluctuations and physical damage may be due to another prominent eating disorder, bulimia nervosa. This disorder involves binge eating, forced vomiting, excessive exercise, and dieting. Binge eating is when someone eats an immense amount of food and doesn't have the self-control to stop. Bulimic people will then force themselves to vomit. Bulimia is especially dangerous because it is not as physically obvious as anorexia. Some examples of iconic people whose health have been affected by a negative body image include Diana, Princess of Wales, who suffer from bulimia nervosa, Demi Lovato, who suffer from anorexia and bulimia nervosa, and finally Lindsay Lohan, who also suffered from both anorexia and bulimia. It is evident that the media is one of the largest contributing factors to low self-esteem and motivation, depression, anxiety, and eating disorders. As adolescents, our body image is very susceptible to the media, and so it is essential we know the horrors behind a common problem. We need to be especially aware of the damage a negative body image can cause us. Now that we know the signs of a negative outlook on one's body, we can stop these problems before they take a turn for the dangerous. Instead of allowing the media to diminish our self-esteem and our ability to achieve our potential, we must recognize that our self-worth as humans go far beyond our physical selves. Rather than defining ourselves by the casing we come in, let us find true value in what lies within.